Hi, happy Mother's Day. I have a mom and she is a water sign, so I'm going to do water signs today. So from May 15th to May 31st, 2019, for anyone who is a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, just general reading, so it might resonate, it might not, just take it with a grain of salt. So you guys are starting out here with the Six of Swords in reverse, the Four of Wands, and the Empress. So some of you guys might be wanting to detach or leave a certain situation. Someone could be coming back around for you guys. Like a past person could be returning in your life. You could be returning to someone from your past. But I feel like there's something that you guys want to detach from. But maybe with the Six of Swords in reverse, you might not be able to do it right now. Like the timing's off. So maybe you feel like, well, I can't do this thing right now, so I might as well build on what I have now. I might as well stabilize it. I might as well see what I can do now. What changes can I make with what I have now so that I'm happy with where I'm at while I have to be here, is how I feel with it. Especially with this Empress here, because like it's the dark tarot, but she's got cockroaches everywhere. She's wearing a cockroach herself, which is, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Cockroaches are always kind of seen in a bad way, but they're actually a good omen. They're a positive sign. It's rebirth, it's regeneration. Oh hi, hi, hi. So yeah, it's rebirth, it's regeneration, it's like rejuvenation, freshness, something new. So if it's something where you wanna leave, you wanna move, but you can't do that right now, maybe you might be looking into um, doing renovations or like what you can change around what you have right now so that you can feel happy with where you're currently at. But I think a lot of you guys are definitely looking at making some changes, but you want to enjoy what you're doing. You want to enjoy whatever it is that you're stabilizing, especially if it's like you want to move but you can't right now. So it's something that you want to enjoy what you're changing. You want to enjoy what you're stabilizing. And then we have here the moon, the star, the Four of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. So I think a lot of you guys are probably up in your head about what you're anticipating or what you're trying to change. And with the moon and the star here, I feel like this is really telling you you're not going to get all the answers. You're not going to know exactly what steps to take. You're not going to know what move to make. Like, there's no step by step. If you want a step by step, like, what do I do next? You're not going to get that. And so it's about like staying hopeful in your situation, having faith in your situation, staying inspired. Like, if something, especially like with this Six of Swords in reverse, like if you're coming up against roadblocks and you want to make these changes, but they're not coming right now, this is about like staying inspired, staying hopeful in your situation, not just like rolling over and saying, well, it didn't work out, so fuck it, it's not meant for me. It's meant for you. Staying inspired because it is meant for you. Especially with this Four of Swords in reverse. God damn it, it is meant for you. Like, don't rest on it. Like, you guys have ideas about what you want to do. And with this Knight of Wands, with this Knight of Wands here, it's like don't rest on what you want to do. You know what you want. You know what kind of like gets the fire going inside. So this is about taking action towards those things that you want for yourself, not what someone else wants. Action towards what you want for yourself, what will make you happy, what will bring happiness and fulfillment towards you. I mean, it might pay off for other people as well, but this is something that you guys want for yourself, or you want it. And then we have here the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Swords in reverse, and the Lovers. So I kind of feel like this has to do with like a similar thing, wanting to detach from something, wanting to end something, get closure somewhere, waiting for something to end, waiting for something to be done with. But it might be kind of like a karmic thing, like you feel an obligation to it, you feel tied to it in some way. You feel like I made the choice, now I have this thing, now I have to stick it out. I made my bed, now I have to lay in it. There's something that you feel like you're obligated to it. It's like a karmic thing. You feel that's just kind of what I feel like this with this, that you feel tied to something, but you want to do something. You want to release yourself from whatever obligation this is, or whatever ending, whatever betrayal, whatever may have hurt you or caused you pain or ended in the past. You guys are wanting to really release yourselves and do your own thing with this Queen of Wands here. Expressing yourself, being a free spirit, doing what you want, not doing what someone else wants. Just because you made your bed doesn't mean you have to lay in it. I mean, that's what I think. I think that you can change your mind at any point. And then we have here the Nine of Wands, the Five of Cups in reverse, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the Eight of Swords. So you guys might be you or someone might be really defensive and protective about this thing that you guys are trying to move away from, or trying to like put to bed, put to rest. Especially if it's like a karmic thing, or if it's like a past relationship, or like even your children. Mother's Day reading, my mom's a water sign, so like this could have to do with like your children. Like this is something like, no, like that is mine. Like a feeling I get with this is like this is something that like I took time, I care about this thing, I put effort into this thing, and now it's kind of like having to accept that things are changing in some way, and it's a little bit disappointing. Like maybe your kids are growing up and you still kind of want to like, you still really want to mother them, you still really want to protect them and defend them, but you're coming to a point where you might realize that like maybe your kids are grown up now, maybe your kids are adults, maybe the nest is empty, and there's like a little bit of sadness there with this Five of Cups, but it's in reverse. So it's like maybe you guys have come to a realization that you need to accept something for what it is, or accept that something is no longer what it used to be, and that you don't need to be so defensive about it. You don't need to protect it so hard. You don't need to protect as hard as you are, or you don't need to hold on to something as tight as you are, because I feel like you're really giving to something, or like you're feeling obligated to something. But with this Two of Pentacles in reverse, there's definitely some kind of imbalance with what you're defensive against, with what you're protecting. There's some kind of imbalance or unequal give and take. Like another example about like your kids, if you keep buying them things, you keep putting so much money into it because you feel like you're obligated towards it. You feel like you're obligated to protect and defend, or like you continue giving to a job where you're just like, you're not getting what you deserve, you're not getting paid as much as you feel like you're owed, you're just not getting to something that you're not getting back enough from something that you are giving a lot to. You're giving a lot to something that you're getting nothing back from, or you're not getting enough back from it, and it has you in your head. With this Eight of Swords, it has you guys stuck in your head, especially if it's something that you feel obligated to. You feel like you have to stick it out. I have to keep doing this job, I have to support this person, I have to keep doing this thing for my kids. It's something that you feel like you need to keep giving to it, or you feel like you need to keep reaching out to someone, you need to keep being there for someone, and it has you guys a little bit stuck in your head. Maybe if someone tells you that you don't need to do something, you don't need to be there, you don't need to do this, you guys could be a little bit defensive about that, feeling like, yes, I do need to do this. This is my thing. I built this thing. Whatever it is, you feel like you do need to defend it. But yeah, I think a lot of you guys are definitely overcoming this feeling of like being overly defensive. A lot of you guys are overcoming feeling like you need to keep giving to someone who's not giving anything back in return. So then we have here, we have the World in reverse. Yeah, we have the World in reverse. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. The Page of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles. So I really feel like this has to do with that thing that you want to do, but the timing is very off for you right now, or it's just not happening for you right now. And like, again, you might get that feeling like this isn't meant for me because it's just not happening. But I want to say again, it is for you. It is going to happen. But the timing, again, the timing is off. But because you have the Hanged Man in reverse, and you have this Four of Swords in reverse, it's almost like even if you can't leave your situation right now, even if you can't detach from something, it's like you can still do things to work towards it. You can still, with this Knight of Pentacles, you can still plan for this thing that you want to do. You can still prepare for it. You can still plant the seeds. You can still get things in line, and you could like come up with ideas and figure out exactly how to navigate your way towards this goal. Not resting on it, definitely taking action to move towards this thing, especially with the Page of Cups there. Like, it is something that you guys are very interested in. And so I feel like this is like, you have some interest, so like take those first steps, like get that thing going, whatever it is that you kind of have a little bit of interest in. I keep stuttering because Ace of Pentacles here, like whatever it is that you guys are wanting to work towards, or you're slowly taking steps to work towards it, you're dabbling in it. This Page of Cups is interested, but they're not totally in, but they're interested. And I think that you guys should definitely start taking the steps towards this thing, because with the Ace of Pentacles here, I think that you could be getting some money out of this thing that you're working towards. It might be like a career idea, career opportunity, just some idea that you have in your head and you're interested in it. And I think with this Ace of Pentacles here, there's definitely financial opportunities with this idea that you guys have, or with this thing that you're interested in. I think you guys could get some money from it in the future. You might have to put some money into it. Anyways, moving on to the next thing. So then we have here the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Wands in reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Tower. I love this Tower card. The Tower and the Wheel. So what I feel with this, I really feel like this is all like one big situation tying in. But with this Six of Pentacles in reverse, going back to that imbalance, that that lack of equal give and take, where you're giving too much to something and you're not getting enough in return, or someone's giving too much to you and you're taking more than you're giving. Wherever it might be, there is some kind of lack, or some imbalance and lack of equal give and take. And it could be very stressful on you guys with the Ten of Wands, but it's in reverse, so it's like you're really trying your best to get rid of your stresses, get rid of your burdens. You're wanting to kind of like be done with whatever it is that is draining you, or whatever is causing you stress, or causing some kind of lack of give and take. Like if someone's like draining you and they're mooching and they're draining up all your money, or you're constantly driving them around and they're not giving you gas money, that kind of thing, you might, something to do with that, like maybe you confront them or maybe you cut that person off. It's different for everybody, but the way that this is looking, it looks like you want to like cut something off. Like if someone's using you, it's like you want to cut it off, you want to put an end to something, or you want to put a stop to something, and their reaction is not too happy. Like they look a little bit like, what? Are you serious? Are you serious? You want to stop giving to me? And then it goes to this Queen of Pentacles here, where it's like you feel tied to this thing. You feel like you have to continue giving to it. And I love this deck because it really just confirms what I'm feeling. Like this Queen of Pentacles is chained by the neck to who's in the background, which I believe is the King of Pentacles, but it doesn't have to be. In some way, it's like you feel like you're obligated to continue giving to something where you're not getting anything back. And someone might be a little bit not too happy about it. Someone might not be happy about it. But it's like you guys are trying to figure out what you can do to bring about your own stability, to be happy with your own stability, to release some burdens. And I think someone might be getting some kind of a rude awakening, especially with the Tower and the Wheel here. It's like you guys lay down a burden and someone's shocked by it. Someone's shocked, like, you're doing that? But it's going to affect me this way. How is it going to affect me? It's like someone is more concerned with how your decision is going to affect their life. For some of you guys, that's just what I feel with it. But with the Wheel, I feel like you don't need to worry about whoever you might be worrying about, because the Wheel, like, this is good fortune, this is good luck, this is good changes. Even if it looks kind of bad, like, even if the change does kind of knock someone on their ass for a little bit, or upset someone in some way, good things are going to come from it. This is a very good change that you guys are trying to make. And someone's going to get some kind of windfall. Someone's going to get something is going to happen. Something is going to shift that is going to make it easier for you guys to do the thing that you want to do. Something is going to happen. Some kind of windfall, some kind of shift is going to happen for you guys. What else do we have going on here? Yeah. It's like we have the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords here, with the Two of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So what I feel with this is that, like, I mean, this could be you guys. This could be something like brand new. This thing that you guys are wanting to work towards, but maybe the timing's off. Maybe you're interested in it. There's like a little bit of passion with the Page of Wands, and maybe you have to do a lot of research, or you have to go back to school, and there's like a lot of memory and knowledge and thought process that goes in with this, and you're apprenticing. You're new, but you enjoy it. There's passion behind it. So that's what this could be for you guys. These pages, something new, apprenticing, you're passionate about it. But with this Two of Swords, this could be a little bit of conflict and confusion. Like maybe you're not really sure the proper steps to take, you're not sure if you're making the right decision, especially if you feel so obligated to someone else. Like you're putting your life on hold for someone else. That could be what this conflict is. As well as this could be other people in your situation, because right after this tower, right after like this change is starting to come in, like possibly as soon as you voice that you want to do something, you want to change something, you might have some people coming out being like, what? What the fuck? Sorry to swear, but like, what do they want to do? Like someone might be lurking, they might be gossiping, they might be talking about what you're wanting to do. They might be talking about you with someone else, because like there's this little creature thing on her back just like feeding off of gossip, drama. So someone around you might be talking about what you have going on, maybe feeding about it. They might be being a little bit fake to your face, but then talking about it behind your back. It'll be different for everybody. With this Page of Wands here, I feel like this is someone who could be supporting you. Like they're encouraging you with what you're wanting to do. They might be also a little bit interested in what you're doing. And yeah, so there could be some encouragement there. But for some of you guys, this could be like people that are coming out of the woodwork having their opinion about what you're trying to do for yourself, causing a little bit of conflict, a little bit of inner conflict. And with this Eight of Cups, like there ultimately is a feeling of walking away, a feeling of needing to walk away, or a feeling of needing to like move away, go somewhere else. Like there's a lot of cards that have to do with traveling. Eight of Cups is one of them. This Six of Swords in reverse, it also has to do with traveling, but delay to travel plans. So yeah, there is a feeling of needing to walk away or detach from something. With the Three of Pentacles, that you could build something elsewhere, so that you could build something in general. You're detaching from something so that you can create something else. And I think that someone might not like what you're doing, or someone might have opinions about what you're doing behind your back. But you have the Sun, Strength, the Seven of Swords, and the Devil in reverse. So if people are giving their opinions, or like with the Seven of Swords here, you guys might feel like you're betraying someone. I gotta say it again, especially if you feel so obligated to someone, you feel like they're your family, they're your whatever, they're your spouse, you're obligated to continue to do something for them. You might feel like you're betraying them. You might feel like you're deceiving someone. Someone might be making you feel like you're deceiving them. But the way these cards are coming up, you're definitely not. You're definitely not. You're not deceiving anybody. You're not screwing anyone over. Like this is about being strong enough to do what you want, because what you're moving towards is releasing you. Like what you're moving towards, if you feel like you have to like duck out and leave someone, abandon some situation, it is the right decision, because it brings you into this Devil in reverse. So whatever you're feeling like you need to do, this is about being strong enough to take the action to do that thing that you're wanting to do, because it is going to bring some happiness. It is going to cause some chains that bind you to be broken. You might be overcoming addictions. You might be deciding that you don't want to hang out with a group of friends because you want to be sober, but they always want to go to the bar. It could be something like that. You feel like you're deceiving, betraying, but you're doing the best thing for yourself. You're doing the best thing for yourself. So like that's really good. And if you're dealing with another person, I didn't pull much on this, but if you are dealing with another person, a partner, whatever it is, you guys have the Knight of Cups and the Four of Wands. So I think that your guys' partner, or whoever you might be dealing with, is also wanting to work towards their happiness. They might be totally, I feel like with these cards that they would be totally on board with helping you and supporting you in what you want. I feel like you guys might have mutual goals, like you both see pleasure, excitement, and enjoyment. You both see fulfillment with this thing that you're wanting to work towards. Like maybe, well, yeah, that's about all I can say with that. You both want the same thing, I feel like, or they're happy to support you with what you want. Whether your goals are mutual or not, I think that they are. But they're definitely happy to support you with what you guys are wanting to do. It's just about patience and actually like taking the steps to plan and prepare for this thing that you have in your mind. Not like saying, well, it's not ever going to happen for me. It's not happening now, so it's never going to happen. Planning and preparing because it is going to happen one day, but the timing is not now for some of you guys. So this went a little bit long, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it.